Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate these nails. These are my ERYKAH BADU nails, my galaxy nails that I did. So I'm going to be showing you basically how to create the background acrylic look. I'm not going to do the artwork today, but I'm just going to show you how to do the purple ombre galaxy nails that you see right here. Okay guys, so I am using my red iguana practice hand today. I'm going to be starting off with two purple colors. The first color that you see, the dark purple, is a custom mix that I made myself. And then the second color, the lighter purple that I'm going to be using, is Easy Flow True Dip Powder in the color Free Fall. I'll be placing all of the products used at the end of this video, but I am going to be using my custom colored acrylic mix, and then I'm going to overlap it. I'm going to ombre it with the Easy Flow Dip Powder in Free Fall color. Yes, you can use dip powder, quote unquote, with as an acrylic. I mean, it is acrylic, guys. Like I said in another video, that dip powder is acrylic, so don't let people in the salons, nail techs, fool you guys. This is acrylic. I'm using it just like I would with any other product. It applies the exact same way. So I'm going to just kind of sort of ombre this. I don't want it to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to go in with a lot of mylar, with glitters, with chromes. So I'm just trying to get just a background basically of what I want the nail to look like. So here I'm going to repeat the same step that I did with the first tip. Also with these are stiletto practice tips, so basically they're full coverage. You can use them as press-ons, but I like to use these tips when I'm using my practice hand because they're already shaped. Don't have to go in with shaping or anything like that. I like to use this hand for practicing, like for my YouTube videos and things like that. And when I'm actually practicing styles, I like to use my practice hand that I used in school when it comes to filing and things like that. But since I'm doing this for a demo video, I don't like to show my filing and all that. I sometimes do, but it's just easier just showing you guys the artwork of my acrylic sets. So with this, you're gonna go in with a darker purple, a lighter purple. It doesn't have to be close, but you want it to kind of fade into the clear, which is basically the tip of the tip. So you wanted to basically go to like from color, from full solid color to clear, because these galaxy nails, you're really gonna see the glitter effect. So what I did after this, like I said, the ombre doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with a little bit of acrylic, clear acrylic, and my darker purple glitter, and I'm going to ombre my glitter as well. So I have the dark purple glitter right there, and then I have a lavender color glitter, and I'm going to ombre that as well into the tip. Again, I'll have these products listed at the end of this video, but the glitter mostly will cover up like the imperfections of the ombre. So that's why I was saying it really doesn't matter how the glitter is looking, how the ombre is going to look, because you're going to layer these nails. So when I was doing the ombre, I used a small bead of acrylic because we're going to be encapsulating these nails with clear acrylic. So you only need a little bit just for the color. And then we're going to just go in with the glitters, the mylar, the chrome powder, like I said, and then we're going to encapsulate it. So I'm just making sure that I have enough glitter at the top, around the cuticle area, and then I'm gonna go in with that finer lavender color glitter. When you want to form like galaxy nails, you want to start from the background to the front. So basically what's further away will be smaller, and what's closer will be bigger. So if you're using like round glitter, in this set I will not be using round glitter, but if you wanted to have a more galaxy effect, then you would start off with fine glitter, and then you would go in with bigger glitters, so you can kind of get that galaxy effect with smaller glitters and then bigger glitters and bigger glitters. So then when you're done, it has that effect of like it being far away, things being close up. You guys will see what I mean by the end of the video. So I wanted to do these galaxy nails with kind of a twist. So I wanted to use my mylar that I purchased. So I'm gonna go in with my mylar, and I'm just picking it up with a small bead of clear acrylic. And with this mylar, I am using a chunkier mylar than I used on my actual nails. I did end up cutting the mylar a little bit smaller so that I could place more on my nail, but you just place it all over the place on the nail. It doesn't really matter where you place it, just make sure that there's coverage. You can go all the way to the tip if you want to, but for this particular set, since they are the I'm recreating the ERYKAH BADU album cover, I'll place the album cover name at the end of this video, but since since I'm recreating her album cover, if you look at her album cover, let me see the name of it right now. Hold on. It is the New America Part 2. So I'm recreating that album cover right now. So if you notice in that album cover, she has flowers all around her. So these are kind of gonna be like a galaxy but half flower set. So you don't have to add flowers to this, but since this is what I was going to be doing on my nails, I just wanted to practice out how I was going to do it before I actually wasted my time and my energy on it. I just wanted to see how it would come along. So after placing the mylar, that's how the mylar will look. See, you have the very tip of the tip clear, and then you have the ombre. And you see what I mean, guys? Like, you can't really see the ombre lines like you did in the beginning because you have the mylar and the fine glitter. So now I'm just going in with my dried flowers. These dried flowers I purchased from Born Pretty in my last haul video. I'll also have the link to that in this video. These dried flowers I actually really like. I typically dry my own flowers, but I've been using a lot of store-bought flowers, dried store-bought dried flowers, excuse me, and I kind of like them. I still will be drying my own flowers, but I do like these quick little teeny tiny flowers that you can use. So like if you look in the picture of the ERYKAH BADU album cover, it has a lot of orange, it has a lot of purples, it has pinks in it, but I really wanted to focus on the orange and the purple. Because I thought that it would pop more than having the pink. I didn't really want too much pink going on in my nails, but I really wanted the colors to pop. So I'm just slightly tapping these flowers into a really thin layer of acrylic. I'm picking it up with a teeny tiny bead, just a teeny tiny bead, or like you see here on the second nail, I just simply picked up a teeny tiny bead, wiped it down, and then I started picking up these small pieces of flowers to place inside the acrylic. This is a lot easier to do when you're working with smaller flowers, excuse me. It's easier to just place a bead down and just place a whole bunch of flowers on at once instead of getting a teeny tiny bead for each placement. Also, you don't want your nails to be extremely thick because, like I said, you're going to be encapsulating this, so you don't want to keep layering on acrylic after acrylic after acrylic, you know, because we did, you know, the ombre, then we did the light glitter, the thin fine glitter, then we did the mylar, now we're putting flowers on top. So see here, I'm just going to start the encapsulation process. One thing to note, guys, when you are encapsulating, make sure that whatever you're encapsulating stays in place first before you cap it or seal it, because it's going to move if you don't. As you know, gravity in acrylic, it's going to just run down. So if you want your artwork to stay in place, make sure that it's secure with either glue or, like we used here, the acrylic. Make sure that it is completely dry before you encapsulate it so you can have all your artwork stay in place. So here I'm just showing you guys again on a fresh new tip the same steps that I did for the first two tips that you saw, just working a little faster, doing a more neat ombre just to see if it really made a difference. But you're going to go through it the same exact way that we did with the first tips. You're going to start with the purple, the darker purple, and then you're going to come in with a lighter purple and then bring it down. It's really easy to ombre when your brush is super wet, when the acrylic is wet as well, because you get a better blend when the acrylic, both the acrylic colors are still wet. So that's what I'm doing again. I don't really do ombres that often. So sometimes I forget, you know, sometimes you have to like retrain yourself on how to do things, but I wanted to see how this ombre would look if I did it a little bit differently the second time around. So here on this tip, I'm using a little bit more lavender color towards the tip. But one thing that is different with this tip than the first tips that you saw, guys, I did cut the mylar a little bit smaller for this one just to see what it would look like. And I think that I liked these smaller bits and pieces of mylar. I like the reflection that it gives off in different directions that you're looking at your nail. It kind of gives it a better effect, I feel like. So I just went in with smaller pieces of mylar. Then I put on a couple of flowers on the tip. When I am practicing, I don't like to use a lot of my supplies because that could be supplies that I'm using on my clients. So I just like to use a little bit just to get an idea of what I want to do on my nails or my clients' nails. So one thing that I did do different with this second nail is I did go in with a silvery, like a purplish, silverish chrome powder. I just picked up a teeny tiny bead of clear acrylic, and then I went in with the chrome powder, and I love how it gave me like a better shimmer effect. It's even finer than fine glitter. If you guys have worked with chrome, you know it's very fine, it's very thin, it gets all over the place. But I really loved the chrome powder. So you guys also can use the chrome powder. You'll see at the end the differences between the two nails. So I'm going in here with the silvery purple chrome. And chrome is very pigmented, especially this one that I'm using. So I did use a small amount of it, but like I said, it's very pigmented, so I had to move it around. But you can kind of see here that it shimmers a lot differently than the one on the left hand side. So you'll see once I encapsulate it, file it, and then polish it, you'll see the difference between the two nails. So the one on the left hand side doesn't have chrome powder, and this one on the right has chrome powder. So now I'm going to go in with my Koopa Gel top coat. I love this top coat, guys. It gets oh my goodness. Nails are so freaking glossy with this stuff. But I'm going to go in with my Koopa top coat, no wipe top coat. That's another thing I really love. It saves you time. So I'm going to go in with that. Look at that. You can already see how well. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Okay, so this one, you can really see the chrome powder, but once I cure it, you guys are really going to see the effects of the chrome powder on the right-hand side compared to the ones with flowers that doesn't have chrome powder. But I'm going to go ahead and cure that for 60 seconds. Oh, also with this hand, it does not come with a thumb. If you wanted to buy a full hand, I believe it was $186. But this is the final product, so you can tell that the chrome on that nail right there really gives it more like of a galaxy effect. I love the chrome. And this one doesn't have chrome, it just has the fine glitters, the mylar, and the flowers. And then the other one has chrome powder, fine glitter, mylar, minus the flowers. So you kind of get more of that space effect with the chrome powder. I really love how that looks. And so on to the products that I used. So this is how my nails came out, doing the same exact look. And like you saw in the beginning of the video, I used my 2 middle fingers for the artwork, but that's how my nails looked prior to applying my nail art. So my nails looked pretty awesome like without the nail art, but I really wanted to add something extra. I felt like something was missing, and of course it was nail art. So you could either leave them like this or add a little touch to your set, add some stars, maybe add some moons to it, give it more of a galaxy type of feel. But this is the final product, guys.